we're recording. All right, you guys, thank you for jumping on this new coach. Welcome. I'm Wendy Bankhead. Most of you know me or are my coaches, but I know that other coaches will watch this, and you may not be my personally sponsored coach, which is awesome that you would get on and watch. So welcome, everyone. This is for coaches who are new, and this is for coaches who maybe aren't new, but ready to kickstart your business again. You're excited or reinvigorated, and there's times where you'll be more excited than other times. And if now is one of those times, it's really awesome to capitalize on that and go for it. So I applaud you for being on. I've been a coach for 7 years. I signed up in 2010, but I did not really start working my business until 2013. So it's never too late is the bottom line here. I was a full-time corporate sales executive for a global recruiting company for 10 years. And when I signed up, I just wanted the discount. I thought it would be cool to be a coach. I just liked the sound of that. I was always into teaching, and I taught dance. I taught group exercise class. In my job, I was a trainer, and I would go to our corporate in Baltimore and help facilitate trainings for new recruiters. So it was always something that I loved to do, is that training part. And so this stuff is really fun for me. But I didn't dive in because, I was too busy. Even though it's like now that I have kids and I'm married, and it's like, oh, I had no idea what busy was. I was single, I was living on my own, I worked, but there was lots of free time as I look back. So, even if you just start doing little things today, even if you're not ready to dive fully into the business, but you start kind of gathering nuggets here and there, it's going to help you for when you flip that switch to really go for it. And so in 2013 was when I flipped my switch. As a stay-at-home mom, I had my first baby in 2011, and then we decided that I would stay home with her. That wasn't in my plan to be a stay-at-home mom. I didn't think I was, the stay-at-home mom type from what my perception was in the past, probably, which is totally unfair. I had no idea, but I was just a young punk, without kids, so I didn't know. But it really surprised me how difficult it was to be a stay-at-home mom. And after a year of feeling like, why did I go to college? Why did I work so hard for 10 years? And now I sit at home and talk gaga, goo-goo, look out my window, eat a lot, try to find people to drink with. That was kind of what I was doing. I just wasn't finding something productive for myself. And I decided to tune into the National Wake Up Call, which is every Monday at 9 a.m. Mountain Standard Time. That's like our weekly training. It's free. It's the best tips. It's how you stay connected. So make a note of that. The National Wake Up Call. I posted in my group every Sunday, so you'll know it's coming. I was listening to it, and I was like, why am I not doing this? Gosh, it could help me lose weight, because I was not successful after having Brooklyn and losing baby weight. It would help me eat better. I was like hiding in the closet eating Twinkies. It would help me earn my own income, which I really missed. Having that ownership and earning my own income. I had worked for my whole life. Since I babysat at age 10, I'd worked my whole life and always provided for myself. I missed that. It helped me connect with other people. I was just desperately needing connection. I wasn't getting out of the house very much, so an online virtual family connection, friends, that was great for me. So it was all these things wrapped into one little beautiful package to help myself get healthier too. And I figured I better start taking advantage of it. So I did. I jumped in February 2013, and I've never looked back. It's the best decision that I've made. And I tell you that so you know a little bit about my background. You know it hasn't been like a smooth ride up. I didn't jump in and immediately achieve all these goals and start making $1,000 a week or anything like that. It's been gradual, and it's been at my pace. I slowed down a little bit in 2014 after I had my second daughter, London, and I kept doing little steps to move forward, but I was able to scale it back so I could have time with my baby and be a new mom again and have 2 kids. And so this can fit into your life any way you want it to. But it won't if you don't try some things and try to make it work, because all of us are busy. No one has extra time. But if you're here and you've decided that this is something you want to make work, then it's just a matter of tweaking things to figure out how to fit it in, when to fit it in. And it may look different for you than it does for me or for Julie or for Cindy. It might look different, and that's okay. looks different for everyone. So keep that in mind as we go through this. I'm really, really proud of you guys for taking the step. I know some of you have thought about it a really long time. Like, do I do it? Do I not do it? It can be like a big step, even though, you guys, there's no risk. There's no risk involved in this. All that comes from it is you getting a discount. That's the bare minimum of the reward. And it just climbs up from there. You getting healthier, your family getting healthier, you helping other people get healthier, you earning an income, you reaching these milestones that can potentially help you quit a second job, eventually leave your full-time job, eventually pay for family vacations, be in the best shape of your life, help your parents find their health. I mean, there's just so much that spurs from this, and I just haven't found a downside of being a coach. So congratulations and well done for taking this step, because usually it's when people become a coach that things go up for them, that they really truly do get in the best shape of their lives, because the accountability factor is there and this community is all around you. You can't help but learn about fitness and health. And when you know better, you do better, right? So it's a big deal. So congrats. Moving forward, nothing's going to be the same for you. Even if you decide down the road that this isn't for you, you still have picked something up from this experience that's going to help you in your life. And it changes you. And it can be as big as you want it to be. It's really all up to you. In fact, I like to tell people when they start, success or failure is 100% up to you. And that is liberating. You're not waiting for someone, a boss, to tell you you're doing a good job and here's your 2% raise, 0.1% raise. I mean, I just was talking to someone the other day, a teacher, and they had asked for like a 3% raise and they got a 0.15% raise or something like that. And I was just like, my gosh. I mean, teachers deserve to be paid the most of anyone. But I mean, you're not sitting there waiting to be told that you can do this or that. It's in your hands. You have the power. Okay, so just know that. And you have all the resources that anybody else does. Beachbody does a phenomenal job in trainings. The coaches, the top coaches, the successful coaches share everything. You have all the tools in the Coach Online office. They're just, honestly, there's no excuse for failure. The only reason why you would fail is because you just aren't trying. Okay, so I don't mean that to be harsh, but it's because you're not utilizing the tools, and you just need to know that. Because I've worked with people in the past that are like, well, you're not doing this for me, or you're not doing that for me. And quite honestly, like, I have a coach now, but all throughout my career, my coach has been in and out. She'll be there for a couple weeks and then take off. So I had to decide when I decided that it didn't matter what she was doing anymore. I had all the resources and I took it and I ran. You can do the same thing. Now, luckily, and hopefully you'll feel this way, I tried to be the coach that I wish I would have had, and I've worked hard at that, but I'm not everything. I'm going to mess up. I'm going to say things the wrong way. I'm not going to do everything you want me to do. That's just life, okay? So just let that stuff go, okay? You're in it. You have the power, and you have a huge support system with all of this team. This team is phenomenal. If you haven't yet gone into your Coach Online office, that is something that you should do to explore. So I'm going to get back into like more the tool part of this. There's a section called Breaking News. You want to be up to speed on the breaking news. There's so many things going on. A lot of you know, we just got done with our Coach Summit in 2017 Coach Summit, which was in New Orleans. Ah, what a good time. What a good time. Next year it's in Indianapolis. You have time to buy the tickets at a discounted price, just so you know. It's $145 right now. It'll go up to $295. So this is like mega savings. Right now, there are tons of announcements. That's what I'm getting at with the Coach Breaking News. You want to be up to speed on that stuff. I'm not going to go through it here, but take it upon yourself to go and learn what's coming out and learn what this company is doing to support us, because it's insane what they're doing to ensure our success if we want to be successful. I already mentioned the National Wake Up Call. Plugging into trainings and calls is so major, you guys. I was not doing that consistently before 2013. And once I decided that I was committed to this, I never miss a National Wake Up Call. They're Mondays at 9. I never listen live. I can't even think of the last time I listened live. I listen on a podcast. I can play it when I'm driving Brooklyn to school, or when I'm running errands. I put it on my phone. I just have the adapter cord, and I listen on the Team Beachbody podcast app. Easiest way. Or when you're fixing your hair in the morning, doing your makeup, when you're sweeping, whatever. You have the time. You don't have to create extra time for these. Make it work in your day. The other, don't miss training is Janelle Summers. She has a training every Thursday at 10 Mountain Standard Time. And if you're not in the New Name Coach Success Facebook group, comment in our Team TNT page and I'll get you added. That's Janelle's huge group for coaches. Their coaches, any team is really welcome in there. But that's where the trainings are posted, and I also post them in our Team TNT page. But she has such great content. She knows exactly what coaches need, and she has the best coaches doing the trainings. So those two things will keep you up to speed, will keep you sharp in your skills, teach you new things. Those are just two non-negotiables. And let me just take a breath. I know I go really fast. But before we get too much further, I need to mention to you, this is going to blow your mind. You may not believe me. You're going to be overwhelmed. This stuff is overwhelming when you start. I'm still overwhelmed sometimes. I'm still okay, how do I process everything I just came home with from Summit? All these announcements. It's normal. Guess what? Agree with me on this. Anytime you start something new, whether it's at home or you're going to a job or you just had a baby, anything new is overwhelming, correct? Yes. So this is no different than that. It is going to be overwhelming. You're going to feel like, why can't I just be good at this right now? Why can't I know everything right now? It's so hard because you're achievers and it's hard. You want to know, you want to be successful. It takes time, it takes consistency, and it takes patience. Okay? Time, consistency, and patience. That is what most coaches who quit don't give it. They don't give it enough time. They're not consistent with the 4 vital behaviors that we'll talk about, and they're impatient. They want success now, and they can't see the vision, the long-term plan of what you can do with this company. So the overwhelm is normal, okay? It's normal. We're going to take things day by day, step by step, and just try to zone in on the things that are going to move you forward. All right, so here are those things that are going to move you forward. We have to stay on our journey for fitness and health. We become a coach. A lot of the times, the reason why people become coaches is for higher accountability for ourselves, right? We want to be more fit. We want to be more knowledgeable about nutrition. We want to stay consistent and stop giving up on ourselves and stop doing the roller coaster diets. That's why we do this. That's what we've experienced from being in a challenge group. We love that feeling. We want more of that. We want a higher level of accountability, so we become a coach. Then we become a coach, and then we get overwhelmed by the trainings and videos, and we stop working out, and we stop eating right. That can't happen. You're a fitness coach. Doesn't mean you have to be a fitness model. That doesn't mean you have to be ripped and bodybuilder, but it does mean you have to be working on your fitness. It does mean you have to be working on your nutrition, working on it, okay? You always stay on your own journey. Shift Shop is coming up. There's a group starting Monday. There's a huge company-wide challenge group. You can join. I have one on Facebook you can join. You are more than welcome. You and your customers are more than welcome to be in that group, because we are going to do this program start to finish. We're going to follow the meal plan. We are going to take before pictures. We're going to take after pictures. We're going to talk about it. Get people excited and show them they can do it too. That is what is cool about coaching. So get into a program right away. If you don't have something that you're doing right now, try Shift Shop. Or if Shift Shop doesn't look like it's for you, you don't like that, 21 Day Fix, Hammer and Chisel, PiYo. I mean, there are just so many, but that is so key. A lot of times when we start having a dip in our own fitness, then there's a dip in your business because you're not feeling confident anymore. You don't feel like, God, how can I share this? I'm like a poser. I'm not doing what I'm supposed to be doing, so how do I tell other people to? Well, to prevent that, you have to stick to it. And if you just go back to what I just said, everyone here wants more accountability. That's where it comes from. I know, I mean, I just did a Facebook Live video on my slipping and feeling really bad about it and not confident about it. I've never stopped working out this whole time, but I have like allowed myself more treats and more drinks and stuff like that, and I can feel it in my body and I can feel it in my mindset, and it's something I have to get a grip on. But I know, because I'm a coach, I never slip too far, and I have this community to help me get back on track. So it's just, I cannot emphasize enough how important it is for us to stay moving forward in our fitness. Okay, I briefly mentioned the 4 vital behaviors. I'm not going to get like super into it right now because I just don't want to take tons of time, but there's a lot of information in our Coach Online office about these. They are invite, 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 which I almost want to just block that out or change it for everyone to connect, connect, connect. Because invite sounds so intimidating and so like official and promise. You're just connecting with people. When you're a new coach, you're just connecting with people through your posts and through private messages, just getting to know people. Like many of you and I did before you became a coach. We messaged back and forth in private messages or on Snapchat. That's where you build relationships and trust. And then when the time comes when you have a group like Shift Shop starting on Monday, you feel comfortable like, hey, I know we've been talking for a little while and I just think you're so fun. Would you like to jump in our Shift Shop group? It starts Monday. It's just very chill, very low key, not sales pressure at all, but it starts with connection. The second one is personal development. And that's just reading or listening to things like the National Wake Up Call and Janelle Summers' training call and books on tape. You Are a Badass is one of my favorites. I recommend it like 24 hours a day. The Champagne Diet, The Compound Effect, The Slight Edge. I mean, there are so many, and I repeat the same ones over and over to everyone because they're just powerful. But you want to be working on your mindset. I used to always blow off personal development. Every coach, especially when we start, we always blow off personal development. And that is the part that is really going to take us to the next level in life, in our relationships, and in our business, and in our fitness. The third one is be proof the product works. I just went on and on about that. Stay on your journey. And then the fourth one is recognition. That's just spotlighting someone who's doing something great. That can be your mom. That can be your friend. That can be one of the challengers in your group. As you start growing a team, it will be your coaches. It's just recognizing people because there's just too little recognition in our world. Like there's just not a lot of it, and it feels really good to be recognized. And they took these 4 vital behaviors from things successful coaches were doing. They tried to like dig down into what are these coaches doing that we can help other coaches duplicate. Those were the 4. Those are key. Those are things you do every single day. If we just keep it simple to that, it doesn't have to be so overwhelming. We just keep it to those 4 things. And if there's lots of other stuff you can't get done that day, but you did those things, you are so golden. The next thing I want to talk about, now these are 2 things that are drivers for your business, that are like the first things to focus on, to reach, to, I guess, set your sights on. And the first one is called Success Club. And you've probably, if you've been around a little bit, you've heard. If you're brand new, you probably haven't heard of Success Club. And I'll tell you, it's a point-based system to help us gauge how we're doing growing our businesses and to help us earn prizes each month, trips. Our last trip was to the Dominican Republic. I've gone to Cancun. We went on a cruise. Next year, it's Riviera Maya. You earn these trips through Success Club points. You have to pay for your own flight, but that's why you work your business and you grow and you earn the money and you set it aside to pay for your flight. So this all should be funded by Beachbody, by your Beachbody business, right? It's entirely possible, especially starting now. But the trip itself, so it's like $1,200, you can earn that with Success Club points. It's all in the FAQs. But how you earn Success Club points, let's get down to that. There's Success Club 5 and Success Club 10. Okay, those are the two classifications. To be in Success Club at all, you have to have 5 points minimum. And you earn those points by either having a customer or client sign up with you with Shakeology Home Direct, which is auto ship, or that's 2 points. Every time someone signs up with Shakeology Home Direct, that's 2 points for you for Success Club. Every time someone signs up with you, joins you with a challenge pack, that's 2 points. And they can join as a customer and be in your challenge group. They're a challenger. They can join as a coach and decide they want to coach or they want the discount, and they sign up with a challenge pack, that's 2 points. So either way, challenge pack is 2 points, Shakeology Home Direct is 2 points. We also have the performance stacks of our performance line, our supplements. I think it's called the performance stack. Anyway, there's stacks, there's combinations, so you would get like Energize and Recover, or pre-workout and post-workout. That's worth 2 Success Club points too on auto ship. So, but the main ones are Shakeology Home Direct and challenge packs. Okay. The genius thing about it is Shakeology Home Direct is the best deal. You save like $13 on shipping when you do Shakeology Home Direct. You can cancel anytime. There's no minimum. So these are things you want to be educating people on, because I think sometimes with different auto shipment things, people are like so hesitant because it's like, God, I can't get out for 6 months or whatever. It's not like that at all. You can get your Shakeology and cancel it that day, and you still have saved the $12 shipping. The challenge pack, you save from $45 to $100 getting challenge pack, and you get all the resources. Right now, the biggest one is the All Access Beachbody On Demand challenge pack. It's seriously sick that it's $160 for Shakeology. For the 1 year pass, all access to every program we've ever made, it's typically $99 for the year, and you're getting it in this package. Every single program. And then Shift Shop was just added for all the Beachbody On Demand customers, just added for no additional cost. UV2 was added. There's so many bonus workouts. There's a Fixed Date Cooking Show. Also, people get the containers and the Portion Fix meal plan, and they get a shaker cup, all for $160. So I just want you guys to know that, like, from the get, because that's what you should be talking to people about. Like, it is mind-blowing to have this. It's the best deal for them, and then it helps you also reach your goals, which is what's beautiful about this business is you're helping other people genuinely reach their goals, genuinely live healthier lives and be happier. And the reward is that you earn an income. And it's the most pure way to do that because you're genuinely helping people. If you're not, if you're just out for sales, they'll see that and you just won't be successful as a coach. You'll only be successful if you genuinely want to help people. So, you know, just as a sidebar, this is not a get rich quick type of thing. This is not like you join and you're going to be like making thousands of dollars and buying a Range Rover in 2 months. You're just not. It's not like that. It's not structured like that. Nobody wants it like that. The company doesn't want it like that. We want to help people in a genuine way, and to be rewarded for that is through the opportunity to build long-term wealth. Like wealth. I know coaches earning 6 figures, 7 figures, multiple 7 figures. That doesn't mean that's everyone's driving force for sure, but I think it's important you know the potential is there, but it's been over years. It's years of consistency and years of genuinely helping people without expectation and having the right heart behind what you're doing. People see right through it. You guys, you've all seen those stock photos. You've all gotten the messages, the private messages that are like this long. Hey, Wendy, have you tried this and this and this? I think you'd be a great candidate. Da, 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 da. It's like, we've never had a conversation. What does that say to me? It says to me, you want my money. That's just not what we're about. So please, like, I know people have done other types of direct selling or network marketing. This is so much different than that. This is not one and done. Here's your Shakeology, peace out. It's like, join my challenge group. How can I help you? Here's how you do the nutrition plan. Watch the recipes on Fixed Date and learn about this stuff. And, you know, I have challengers I've worked with for 4 years, just continually. So I think it's just important to give you that vision, and also just to tell you that this is like any other business. This is like anything else that if you want to be successful, it will take time and effort and consistency. Just like when you start day one, Maybe you start as an assistant at, a company you walk into. In 4 days, you are not going to be the CEO of that company. It's like anything else. So I think that's important for us to know, and it's important for us as people are joining us to let them know that too. This is my internet connection is unstable. Can you guys still hear me? Good? Okay, cool. All right, so that's Success Club. Success Club 5 should be your minimum goal every month. 10, if you want to build this business, you need to be hitting 10 every month. And it's possible, like for sure. I have 54 consecutive months in Success Club. I've not missed a month of Success Club since February 2013 when I decided that's it. I'm finally going to figure this out because I just put Success Club off. Like, it's numbers. I can't do it. It's too hard. It's like 5 points, you guys. So anyhow, that has to be a non-negotiable if you want to work this business. Look, some of you might not want to. Some of you, this might not be the time for you. This might not interest you at all. That is totally okay. I'm never going to push you to do something you don't want to do. This is not about me. This is about what can this business give to you. If it's just that accountability, being in challenge groups, you can be in my challenge groups like for the rest of your life. That is awesome. But I think it's important for you to know how to be successful. So when you are ready to, or if you want to right now when you're ready, you can start running. So that's why you're getting all this right now. The second thing is you need to reach Emerald in your business. And that means, that's like the first benchmark. That means you've had 2 coaches join you on your team. They need to be active coaches, and 50 personal volume points is what it takes to be active. Shakeology, you're on Shakeology Home Direct right now, that's 90 PV or personal volume points. And I know this stuff might be a little confusing right now. You take time to digest it. We can talk about it later, but just so you know, your coaches, you can't just sign up coaches and they haven't ever ordered anything. They won't be active and you won't be Emerald and you'll be pissed. Because like, why did Wendy tell me they actually had to be active coaches, have had to have bought or sold something worth 50 PV within the last 5 weeks. You have a right leg and a left leg. One coach has to go on each side. So here's you. Here's like your little face right here. Here's one coach. Here's the other coach. Active coaches. That means you're Emerald. And why that's great is that you're starting to build a team. You become eligible for a team bonus. You start becoming eligible for free customer leads, like people that call, nobody calls, go online and order Shift Shot from an infomercial and they didn't have a coach, they don't know about a coach. You can be one of those people, one of those coaches that they get funneled to, like, oh, this person joined from an infomercial. Wendy, you're an Emerald and you hit Success Club 5, you get leads, here's your lead. These are people who want a coach. They're told up front, or they're asked up front, do you want a coach? Here's why, da-da-da. Anyway, that's when the fun begins. That's when like you start getting that confidence, like, okay, I have a team now. And it might be your mom and your brother. And that is okay. Your first 2 coaches are typically like your mom and your brother. They're people that are willing to help you out to reach that level until you can have people to replace them, if so. They're people who have fallen in love with Shakeology because they've seen what it's done for you. They want it. You get them the discount. It's typically not people that are like, I'm going to be in the Million Club. I'm going to go 3-star diamond. It's typically not those people that are your first 2 coaches. And that is totally cool. If you're planning to be a coach a year from now, I would highly suggest having your spouse as one of your first 2 coaches. I didn't do that, and I kick myself because down the road, you'll learn the volume potential that you can benefit from having your spouse right at the top of your organization is major. So I missed out on income every month because I didn't put Cody as one of my first 2 coaches because I was scared. No one told me really that was such a good idea. I learned it like 2 years later, and it is what it is, but I'm going to try to cut down the learning curve for you guys. So Emerald and Success Club. All right, last thing I want to talk about is social media, because that's where I build my business. 99% of my business is on social media. And right now, what is it, July 20th, 2017. So if you're watching this down the road, this may not be pertinent anymore because it changes very quickly. But right now, you need to be thinking about Instagram stories and Snapchat and Facebook Live. Those are the platforms right now that are taking off, that are helping people build stronger businesses regardless of what industry. regardless if it's a traditional type of business or at home. People want to get to know you. People want real. People aren't so much interested anymore in those perfect Photoshop airbrushed pictures on Instagram. They want to know the real you, like what's messy behind the scenes. Like I got all these freaking groceries on my table right now. Like they want to see that kind of stuff. They want to see like, you know, just the real you. And Instagram stories, Snapchat, Facebook Live, that gives people so much more of an insight into who you really are. And they can make the decision, yeah, I like her. I think I could work with her. Or, not my thing at all. Like the girl doesn't brush her teeth till 4. That is so disgusting. Like, let's get our shit together. I'm going to find someone else. So, you know what I mean? I mean, that is what they want to know. So I'm going to tell you this, and I know it can be scary. I just had a talk at our summit with some of my coaches there. And they're like, oh, it scares me so bad to do Facebook Live. I was so scared to do Facebook Live for the first time. But Instagram stories and Snapchat are just like little baby Facebook Lives. Just little 10 seconds. You start out slow. You just can do a short video like, here's my favorite water bottle. I got it at Kmart or da-da-da. You know, you should try it. It keeps your water so cold. Just little things. You're just giving value and you're just being yourself. But it doesn't have to be like this long, like planned out Facebook Live. So those two. Still predominantly for me, Facebook is my platform. I'm on Facebook and Instagram. I was doing Snapchat, but I moved everything to Instagram stories pretty much because it was just too much all over the place. And we've got to simplify versus adding more to our plate. I feel like people are always trying to get you to do more stuff. And it can get really crazy. So figure out a couple of things. You know, maybe it's just Facebook and Instagram for you, or maybe it's just Instagram and Instagram stories. But I would definitely think about adding one of the more live platforms. I've really noticed a big influx since starting to use Instagram stories. I could have 3 or 4 people want to do challenge groups and like actually become clients of mine from Instagram stories. And it's taken time and consistency. It definitely wasn't like the first time I posted on Instagram stories. They want to see that you're for real. They want to see that you're not going to be one of those people that posts a bunch of like stock photos that aren't you for 2 weeks because you're really excited about your new business venture, and then no one joins you because nobody cares about stock photos, and then you quit. They want to know you're more than that because they have to trust you. And especially with what we do, it's like, who likes to talk about their weight and how they feel about not being where they want to be? That is not comfortable to talk about. And to talk about with a stranger is less comfortable. So for someone to be able to have the guts to come to you and say, Julie, I need your help. I've seen what you've been doing over the last few years. I've watched you. Maybe I haven't commented at all, but I've seen what you've been doing, and I think I need to try something. Like, that comes from you being consistent and showing up and showing your real self, ups and downs. So I think you probably gathered from what I've said, you do not want to post stock photos. And what I mean by that is, like, you probably have seen the stock photos of Shift Shop, Chris Downing doing this. Those are not the photos you want to be posting to advertise for your challenge groups. You don't want to post a picture of Autumn Calabrese. Like, that's not who people want to see. They want to see you. They want to see your face. So one thing you're going to have to work towards is posting pictures of you. And you guys would never guess how uncomfortable I was with selfies when I started. Now I'm like a selfie whore. I am like selfieing like sun up to sundown. But at first, I was horrified at the thought of doing a selfie. A selfie was like, absolutely not. That's just terrible. Whatever. You're going to have to do them if you want to be successful. And you can start slow. Start slow. Start with taking a picture of your meal. Start with, having your kids with you or a friend with you.
Looks like we lost her. Oh, here she comes.
Oh my gosh. It just shut off. I'm so sorry. Okay. Everybody, you hear me? Oh. Anyhow, back to it. Another part of the social media. Oh, shoot. I know what to do. Is it any better? It's still freezing? Is it okay? No? Better now. Okay. I'm going to just try to continue. I'm sorry, you guys. I'm trying to move around. Any better? No? Okay. Ah! Let me try to run downstairs. There's only a couple things left. Tell me if it's getting better. Can you hear me? I'm going to try to go right down by my modem. Okay. The last couple things are brief. Posting consistently, like starting out 2 times a day. Okay, this better work. It's right by my modem. Is it better? Okay, cool. All right, so posting consistently. I just want to let you know this because this is something that no one knows until they get into something like this. Facebook has algorithms that control who sees your postings. I used to think, if I have 100 friends and I do a post, 100 friends will see my post. It turns out it's like 16%, maybe less, see your post. So being consistent on Facebook, Instagram has a similar algorithm now. They've changed it. That's why you have to post every day consistently. That has to be one of your non-negotiables. And I would say like morning and night, if you just are starting out. And look, please don't post about fitness all day, all night. Like just one post a day should have anything to do with a workout or nutrition or anything like that. And it doesn't have to be like a big long post like here's why you should eat Himalayan pink sea salt or whatever. Just like this, I can't believe this fits in my meal plan and it's like a really great picture of your dinner or something like that. Or I just learned about, the benefits of sea salt. This is so cool. Did you guys know this? Like just not anything like pushing or try Shakeology or I love Shakeology or nah, I'm kissing my Shakeology shaker. Like, please, no. And then the other posting should just be about your lifestyle, like your life, like life with kids, life at work, life at home, just sharing your life and just relating to people. The more engagement you get on your postings, the more news feeds it goes out to. So right away, you want people to be like liking, commenting on your pictures, and you comment back to them because that counts. And the more action you get, the more engagement, the more news feeds it goes to. So those are just a couple of social media tips. And I have some other trainings that I'll post on the Team TNT page that you can get a little bit more in depth. The last thing I'm just going to talk about really quickly is I used to always tell coaches, like, go to YouTube and just search, if you have questions, go to YouTube. And I still think it's okay to do that if you have a specific question, like hitting Success Club the last minute in Beachbody. Like if you need help, it's June 30th and you're trying to hit Success Club, that's okay to Google or YouTube that. But I have learned some things. YouTube is a rabbit hole. YouTube can make you more crazy and feel more overwhelmed. So I'm going to recommend you don't just go on YouTube and start watching and getting into all these coach videos because I just think it probably does more harm than good. And that's just coming from some experiences over the years, I think. I'm going to just the Coach Online Office is a good place to start. I'm going to post 2 trainings in Team TNT to start with, and then we'll start on our Coach Basics or new coach training. I'm going to start one on Monday. I'm going to do it a little differently. And that was the last thing I wanted to say. Just don't get stuck in the YouTube rabbit hole. Okay. Any questions? That was a lot. I tried not to take too much of your time. But what questions do you guys have? Anything right now? No? Okay. All right, you guys. Thank you so much for being on. I really, really appreciate your time. Get back to your families. I got to go get my kids to bed. And if you have any questions, I will post this recording so you can share it with your team. And if you have any questions, come in, direct message me or text me, and I'll help you get them answered. Welcome. I'm so excited to have you. And thanks again. Okay, good night.